In this video, we're going to see how Raviga makes it easy to manage the entire life cycle of an event, from the initial inquiry to the final bow. First, let's take a look at add-ons. An add-on is an extra service that you can add to your event, and these can be accessed by clicking the Add-on tab. Now, click the Add button. You'll be shown the add-on entry form where you can search through the existing add-ons that you have set up within the system, or even type in a brand new one as a one-off. For more information on how you can pre-populate and set your add-ons, see our add-on management video. You can alter descriptions, quantity, and pricing information. And when you're happy, simply hit the check mark to add the item to the event. If you need to make a change to an add-on that's already in your list, simply hit the edit icon, or remove it by hitting the delete icon. Next, let's take a look at set lists. Maybe your customers have provided you with a list of must-play songs. This is the place to add them. To add a new set list item, simply type the item into the box and optionally add some notes, and then hit enter. You can add as many items as you like to this list, and you can edit, delete, and even reorder them at any time. When it comes to sending out quotations, contracts, and invoices, the Financial tab contains everything you need. First, we need to generate a quotation by clicking the Generate button. This opens a new blade where you can review the individual line items that will appear on the quotations and invoices, and manually adjust prices and even add minus values to provide discounts. Next, set a quotation expiry date and enter any notes if needed. Finally, click Generate Quotation. Your quotation is now ready to be sent to the customer. On the right hand side we have the Smart Step button that dynamically updates to show you the next action you need to take, helping you move smoothly through the entire financial process. We see now that our next step is to send the quotation to the client, so let's do that. Now confirm we're happy to send the quotation. The customer will now receive a quotation PDF and a link to an interface where they can accept or reject the quotation. If the customer maybe prefers to do things by phone or email, you can accept the quotation on behalf of the customer by clicking the Smart Step button. Here, in the new blade, you can state whether the quotation was accepted by phone, in person, or another method, and even enter notes about the acceptance. Nice, our customer has accepted the quotation, so now it's time to send a contract. This comes down to just a single click of the Smart Step button. The customer will be emailed a link to review and sign the contract. The contract signing screen shows all of the event details and financial details, and then displays all of the terms and conditions of your contract. The customer can then simply sign the contract at the bottom of the screen, and this is recorded digitally and securely. And to keep you updated throughout the process, you'll receive a notification when the customer views the contract and when they sign it. Once the contract is accepted, we now need to send some invoices. Clicking the Smart Step button once again will generate the deposit invoice and the final invoice. You're shown a summary of what the invoices will contain, and you can switch between each invoice on the left-hand toolbar. When you're happy, you can either approve each invoice individually or approve them all in one click. All that's left for you to do now is record payments as they come in. To do this, click the Smart Step button once again to record a client payment. In the payment blade, select the invoice to which to apply the payment. Enter the payment amount, and choose the date the payment was received, the payment method, and any payment reference and notes. Finally, click Record Payment. To keep your team updated, everyone within the team will receive a notification to let them know a payment was received. The customer will automatically receive a copy of the invoice with the attached payment receipt, which you can also view by clicking the Download Receipt button on the payment timeline. Now let's move on to notes. The Notes section allows you to keep notes against an event that you can refer to later. You can see who added the note and when, and even edit and delete notes. To create a new note, simply choose whether the note is internal for your team only or something that the customer could also see. Type your note into the box and hit Add Note. We'll see where these appear later. In an event, you also have the ability to add checklist items to keep you on track with any tasks that may need to be undertaken for that event. To add a new task, simply click the Add Task button in the To Do column, type the task information, and click Save. If you need to edit a task, you can simply click it, change any information you need to, and then hit save. These tasks can then be dragged across the columns as they progress. Now let's take a quick look at the History tab. The History tab shows all audit information for the event, including things like quotation and contract acceptance, invoice generation, and payments received. Now we're going to confirm the event. This can be done at any stage after contract signing, and this is just a way to notify the customer that their booking is confirmed and locked in on the date and time that they've requested. Finally, let's take a look at the crib sheet. The crib sheet contains everything you need to run the event on the day. You have information about the date and time of the event, the client information, and the venue. Scrolling down, you can see your equipment manifest. This provides you with an exhaustive list of all the equipment you need to take with you to this event. For more information on equipment, take a look at our video on managing your equipment. Scrolling down the crib sheet a little further, you'll see any setlist items that you created on the event, any add-ons that have been selected, the notes, internal or public, and the checklist items including their current status. Opening the crib sheet on a mobile phone or tablet will show the same high-quality interface, but with some added extras. You can scan QR codes on your equipment when loading into your vehicle before an event, and even scan them to return equipment back to your storage. To get started, simply tap Load Equipment and allow Raviga access to your camera. As you're loading your equipment, you scan the QR code to check it out from storage and mark it as loaded into your vehicle. If you scan a piece of equipment that isn't marked to be at the event, you'll receive a warning about the item being off manifest. Here you can either add it anyway or cancel. Tapping the counter at the bottom of the screen will give you a list of all the items you've already scanned. When you're done loading, simply hit the Done button at the top of the screen. If you've missed any items, you'll receive an alert to let you know. Returning equipment works in much the same way, but instead of tapping Load Equipment, you'll simply tap Return Equipment. Scan the QRs again, and if you double scan an already returned item or try to return an item that was never marked as loaded, you'll receive an error message letting you know. And that's it! You've now successfully managed an event from beginning to end through Raviga. Sign up now free forever at raviga.io.